do you hate women?
I wouldn't say I hate women, I just believe in certain roles.
Yo, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to another Ant Reacts. We gonna get into some crazy stuff today. So it's a bunch of feminists and anti-feminists going at it, trying to see what the difference is, trying to see where people's ideas lie. So let's take a look at a couple of these and we'll get back to it. All right.
Hi.
Hello. My name is Bailey.
My name is Riley.
I'm Charity.
I'm Emily.
I am Chauvin.
I'm Peter. I'm the anti-fascist, but
Feminist?
Anti-feminist. Sorry.
Yo, fascist is crazy. Why did my man say fascist?
You each take turns defining what that means for you.
I view feminism as a social movement advocating for the equality of all genders.
My view is anti-feminist. We were born and raised, and actually we tend to lean in towards those traditional ways, so.
Why do you think we brought these two groups?
Oh, before they get to this question, what do you guys think? You guys think that people were born into the traditional ways, or do you think that the way, well, I guess you can't really say that, right? Because I don't want to say anything inappropriate, but do you think people were born and then pushed into this, or do you think that this was something that was already brought up in people's households a long time ago, and now it's becoming more relevant?
Together.
It's really relevant today. There's a lot going on in the climate, so I feel like
I agree.
there's maybe even tension between women in general because of it.
Yeah.
So,
Should we start with the shot?
Sure.
Sure.
Charity.
What are
Her
some
face
stereotypes
priceless.
you've heard about feminists?
like, I imagine somebody with like hairy armpits and like has period pad earrings, and I'm like, I don't like it.
What makes you
Hey, what the heck? Hairy armpits is feminism? Somebody please help me out here.
like feel that way?
I don't know. I feel like the media mostly.
Sports bras and
Media plays a huge part in all aspects of everything that's going on right now. The media drives agendas.
tiny pants and heels and trying to just go above and beyond to make it known that it's my body, I can do what I want with it, and you can't do anything.
I don't have sports bras or tiny heels.
You're not wrong. Stereotype, not 100%.
It's all about body empowerment and doing everything you can with your body with whoever you please instead of waiting for the right person or ignoring the
They're
other
sluts.
people. No, not sluts, but that.
Ooh, what do y'all think about that? What do you guys think? Do you guys think that that's a true statement? Do you think that feminism is that? Do you think that they sleep with whoever they want because they can, or is that because that's non-traditional, right? According to the definition, that's non-traditional. That's an interesting
Not
standpoint.
following, let's say nicely, the 10 Commandments per se.
Mm.
You know.
Who gets laid more, feminist or anti-feminist?
I would have to say feminists.
Oh, wow.
Feminists typically have a stereotype of not exactly being sympathetic or empathetic towards women.
I can see that, but at the same time, I don't see how being anti-feminist would delay a person from being sexually active.
It's all stereotypes, but
I mean, I would like to hope that everybody's having some share of affection or love.
Who gets laid more, feminists or anti-feminists?
I think feminists, just from what I've heard, especially from friends of mine that are women, when they're on dating apps and such, they have someone that they think is, in that kind of sphere of not a feminist or is a Trump supporter or.
That's interesting.
Are you a Trump supporter?
That's interesting though. So they brought up feminism that is not a Trump supporter. What do you guys think? I don't understand. That's a little bit. I feel like that's a little far stretched to me, but I don't know.
Porter Bailey.
That's what they're saying.
100%. I think he did a really good job at running the country.
Since we're talking about feminism, what do you think of his comments on women?
You know, people do say things and do things, and I don't think that people should be held accountable, especially for things that happened, you know, years and years and years ago. People can say things and still be kind, genuine people.
I do agree. I agree with that.
Oh God.
Why do you hate women?
What? Is that really it?
Is the question.
My answer is I do not hate women.
That's tough. Imagine asking a woman that.
Why do you hate women?
I don't hate women. The things
Oh,
that they're
boy.
trying to stand for, I just think is a little ridiculous. There's been so much time of us doing the same thing, and why would we want to change that?
I wouldn't say I hate women. I just
Stuck in her ways, maybe?
roles.
I need to make this very, very clear. I do not hate women. Every woman's beautiful in their own way. I think the definition of
I don't know about
feminism
that.
has changed over the last 60, 70 years. I've seen it move towards focusing on women's rights and their reproductive rights, towards being really hateful towards men and their ideals of what is masculine and what isn't.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, you agree with the principles of feminism, but you don't agree with a certain segment of feminists who you perceive to be more man-hating than they are about advocating for equality.
Yes.
This is a patriarchal society that is antithetical to what feminism says, which is we should all be equal.
Define, it has in quotations, a woman.
What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that that's accurate? Like, I know that the standpoint on feminism is as such, right? But that's a tricky subject. I better not.
Define a woman.
Yeah.
A woman itself is anyone who believes that they identify as a woman.
Not
I mean, gender,
what? Oh, you can't be kidding. You got to be kidding me, right? A woman is a woman. Someone who can reproduce, that is a woman. Someone that can menstruate, that is a woman, right? You can't just identify as a woman.
to me, is a social construct.
I do feel that definitions are hard, but I do feel that a woman is somebody who was born with a vagina.
Yes.
That's my definition of a woman.
When you're defining words, it can be super tricky to like get the actual definition. Like, how would you define a chair?
Well, it has like a seat and a back and 4 legs.
So a horse is a chair.
I mean, technically.
Which group is more racist and why?
Wow.
Oh boy.
It's a slam dunk for me, but I'm curious.
I think anti-feminism is really pretty racist.
I would agree.
I'm more liberal on the side of anti-feminism. I think a lot of people who are more traditional are more racist towards that fact and are willing just to.
I don't know about that. That's a weird way to put it.
Some of the first feminists were extremely racist and did not want to include people of color at all.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes, that's why.
Well, you just taught me something new.
That's why women of different races were allowed to vote at different time periods throughout history.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't know. I'm gonna just take a shot because I can't answer that question. Can you answer the question?
Yeah, I'd say generally I think anti-feminists are more
Yeah, I
racist.
figured you'd say that. Why?
Because there's typically a lot of beliefs that tend to go together.
I disagree.
You know what? Before they keep going, I just want it to be known that like putting these people in the same room and them being, mature enough to sit there and talk to each other on the opposite side of the table, that's a big step in the right direction anyway, no matter the outcome of this conversation.
I mean, and personally, I don't see skin color. You're a human.
No, you have to see skin color. That's not true.
I don't see color, and that was born out of not recognizing the different experiences people go through.
I agree with that one.
case, you're saying you like to have a traditional kind of household. I don't think there's anything wrong with that if that's what you want. It's more about if you are trying to tell others the way that they should live and you're advocating, politically.
Trying to tell others on the way how they should live, but aren't feminists doing the same thing? So he's kind of in the wrong here, right? If we're tracking, he kind of just stepped on his own toes right now.
Voting for people or wanting laws to get passed that keep things a certain way, that restrict people.
Why change something that's works for so long?
Maybe works for some people.
What are
That is
feminists
true.
not getting right?
It's not about us versus them. Feminism, at the end of the day, is about the ability for us to be able to work together and pick the best viable person to do the job, no matter what gender they are.
Do you remember when Trump first got elected and there were the women's rights riots?
Yeah.
People had like the little pink hats with the cat ears, the pussy hats. I don't know what they were called.
I don't remember that.
I think a lot about white feminism and the way that feminism is expressed, like me included, to have to like check themselves at every point and be like, am I listening to people more marginalized than me, or am I like getting really excited about a movement and like doing something performative, like wearing a pink hat with cat ears? And
That's true.
Give feminists one
That,
compliment.
you know what, that brings me to a point where like a lot of people just join an agenda to feel like a sense of belonging. A lot of people don't even know what they're doing in that agenda because they don't take the time to research, study, and analyze. And that's a big problem with every movement that's going on today anyway.
Or take a shot.
I'm taking a shot right now.
Let's take a shot and I'll give you all a compliment. Clink, clink. I will say that I think feminists, radical or not, are real strong. Try to beat one down with your words. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I think feminists are amazing in the way of they've made
Resiliency.
condoms more accessible, and I think as well as promoting there being male birth control as well.
All right, game's over.
Woo!
All right.
How was that?
That was really fun. Good
conversation.
conversation. Yeah. I think it's conversations that people need to have.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that 100%, yeah.
better than I thought.
Yeah, I was like,
Hey, I don't know about y'all. That was a pretty good one though, but if you think about it, I feel like more of these conversations need to be had anyway. So let's get some more of these people in the room and let's get them talking. If you guys like what you saw today, this is my first time reacting to this kind of content, so I'm probably gonna do a couple more. If you guys like it, stick around and keep watching Ant Reacts, man. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next video, all right? Peace.